Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel. So today I woke up and I had this urge to do a very unplanned reading, and I was like, hey, okay, I'm not sure how I'm gonna name it just yet, but I know that I don't know anything about anything in this reading. All I know is that you were meant to click on it and we will see what messages will come through. I think I might do it on camera, so you'll see how messages coming through, and maybe it's going to be a bit of a journey with me, okay? Because we don't know what to expect in this one. So let's start from choosing pile number 1. By the way, whoever is new here, I read from abstract as well. Pile number 2. Pile number 3. Pile number 4. So take your pick, stop the video if you need some more time, and I'm gonna see you there. Hello pile number 1, whoever has chosen this intuitive card here. So I have pre-shuffled the decks, and we're going to be asking some questions about your life right now. So I would firstly like to start with cards telling us what is it that is on your mind. Okay, so let's check with my, by the way, that's steampunk tarot, and this one I don't remember, I think I threw out the box. It's the old one I haven't used for a while. Okay, someone is in their heads too much, right? We have the anxiety and 5 of Wands. It's a double trouble, isn't it? So right now you might be feeling very imbalanced. Right now you might be feeling that life is trying to get you. You might be feeling that you can't sleep, you're anxious, you can't be grounded, and that's something that you need. And let me see what's that connected to. Okay, for a lot of you that can be connected to your work or occupation of some sorts. There might be competition, there might be people around you who are not the best. Let me see what else. I feel like there is something else that we're talking about a long way. Some of you are stressed that whatever the journey in life, it's taking you too long, okay? And you're like, hey, I don't know when this is gonna end. So now let's tune in a bit more into why is this happening. Okay, you can see that life is teaching you how to be more resilient, okay? So through going through this stage of anxiety and depression and being super ungrounded and being all over the place, life is teaching you, hey, how can you fix yourself in a way, right? How can you take a chill pill, and how can you stop rushing because you're like, whatever is happening is taking me too long. And every time that we are in such position, we sometimes might be even angry at universe, at God, whatever it is that you believe in, right? Why is it always like this? And we start kind of transmitting this anger, not only to our own inner selves, but also to surroundings around us, right? Whatever the situation here, it's also chosen from your intuitive card. It seems like it's very much connected to some kind of journey, okay? Because that's my kind of travel all over the world card, or waiting for a message, okay? From far away. And now this situation, life's telling you, hey, we are trying to make you this Queen of Swords who is very unemotional, who knows how to cope with difficult situations in life, and takes it in such a chill way, takes it more with, I'd say, from that masculine perspective, right? Masculine looks at life in a more grounded, logical, intellectual way, where feminine is all about emotions, right? And intuition. Now life is saying, hey, we're giving you these kind of situations in order for you to know how to relax your mind and how to be this resilient Queen of Swords. We want you to get there before you jump on that long way, or have this job opportunity, or something regarding your finances, because you will need to be this queen once you get there. Right now you're not ready just yet, and we're making you understand that. And I know it's difficult, but hey ho, you have to go through this. Okay, so let's see what message we have from the Starseed Oracle. I love this deck. What do we have here? I'm just gonna let gravity do its work. You are not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. I love this because right now, I don't know when you're watching this, but there are a lot of changes in planets, okay? And people are feeling it badly. So everything might be a little bit chaotic due to planets. So take a look at what's going on in astrology now, okay? So that it makes you feel that you're not alone, and you will see how in comment section probably a lot of other people will say, hey, I'm literally going through the same. So it's easier once you understand that sometimes. Let me read from the book. I really love how Rebecca Campbell describes her deck. You are not alone. Let me just find the page. 130. Okay, it says, the older the soul, the deeper the cave. Many starseeds and old souls enjoy their own company. Spending time alone can be comforting and necessary for their vitality, as it allows them to commune with their soul and fill up their energetic resources, especially if they have an underactive or open root chakra or find it hard being human. That's what's happening here for you, right? Many starseeds find it more nourishing to retreat than to spend their time in meaningless conversations and relationships. However, we must remember that we are not here to go about this life alone. Humans are pack animals, and we all need the love, company, and support of others, both emotionally and physically. In our increasingly online world, we can be connected to more people and yet feel more alone and isolated than ever. There is still so much we don't know about the energetic side effects of things like social media, with so many people knowing our news. What is it doing to our auric field? Commonly, we find ourselves in constant conversation yet lacking the genuine connection of physical community and touch. The main message of this card is to step out of your cave and physically reach out to those in your life, to replenish when you need to, but not isolate yourself. This could be seeing friends and family who live nearby, or having a regular catch-up walk with someone. In what ways can you open yourself up to the people who are physically in your life, those you truly know? I mean, I love this. And this is saying, hey, look, whenever you feel like you are in this chaotic position here, okay? Whenever you feel like you are anxious or you are depressed or you're just all over the place energetically, reach out for people who do stand in the similar vibration, who are dear to your heart. They can help you out in the smallest ways possible. Just having, I feel like for you guys, pile number one, just having a half an hour walk outside with a friend, or having a coffee with someone, would be very, very beneficial, because it would bring you back to this energy that you have to come back to for stability, okay? And try to stay away from social media for a while, if you can. Right now you're watching this video, right? If you can, if you're feeling such way that I described before, put aside your laptop or your phone or your tablet, wherever you watch, whatever you're watching this reading on, and really go maybe clean some stuff from your home. Just pull out an old box and just put the chill music on and go through things that you need, what you don't need, and kind of start organizing things. Why I'm saying organizing? Because doing such things, concentrating on something that is here and now, would help you out very much to ground yourself again. And you would kind of distance yourself from your thoughts and from the problem that you have created in your head. put some meditation music, reorganize maybe your room, or go for a walk, and you're going to see how detaching from tech and connecting with nature, or connecting with people around you who care about you a lot and maybe whom you haven't seen for a long time, will put you back on track, and therefore everything will start moving for you much quicker. Okay, simple things like that are keys in life, how to go through life in the most gracious way possible. So I hope this helped out pile number 1, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 2, this intuitive card over here, let's take a look at what we have for you. So I've pre-shuffled the decks already, and I really don't have like a set question for every pile. I go with what my gut is telling me, and I would like to start with, what is it that's on your mind right now? And I'm being told that I need to pull 2 cards. So okay, what's on your mind right now? I'm not taking reversals, guys. For okay, we have 5 of Wands. Pile number 1 had 2. Okay, I see what's happening here. So I want one more actually. Anxiety, amazing. Okay, look, this is telling me that some of you are very anxious over some kind of formalities. All right, this is saying someone is very conflicted in their heads about how will this deal go. So that could be any kind of formalities. This could be court dealings. This could be making sure when it comes to love connection that everything is split equally. This could be that you are feeling very anxious because someone is going through these difficulties, and you would like them to start fresh and new with you. Therefore, it's making you very anxious how that's gonna go. How will divorce go? Some of you might be going through divorce. Now, for some others, I would like to, I think there is one more scenario that's happening here. Yeah, for some others, everything might be a little bit of a standstill when it comes to any kind of forms or documents. And now, it doesn't matter what it is exactly. I see that you are worried about that a lot, guys, here. You're like, I don't know if I've applied for this job, or I've applied for a visa, or whatever it is, how that's gonna go, because things are kind of a little bit on the standstill for me. And this is saying, hey, kind of pull back. Well, we're gonna see what cards are gonna advise you, but I see that you need to pull back a bit out of this mess, because look, we have conflicts, right? We have anxiety. There is a lot happening here, and wanting to start fresh. Let me reshuffle the deck, because I'm being told to. I didn't do that for pile number 1. And see what cards are going to tell you when it comes to advice. What should you do? What is this teaching you? Shall we start with what is this teaching you? Sorry, guys, for the noise. So let's see. What is this teaching you? I don't want to reshuffle this deck, though, funnily enough. Magician. King of Cups. Let me adjust. And we've got achievement with victory. I don't know why for pile number 2 I want to pull quite a lot of cards. I didn't do that for pile number 1. Now, what this is teaching you, how to be more, now this is for some of you, how to be more loving, how to be more caring. I don't know why this is teaching you that, but that's coming through here. It's teaching you a bit more empathy when it comes to difficulties, or when it comes to other people's lives. Okay, now for some others, this is teaching you how to deal with situations in a quick-witted manner, meaning that, you know what, I'm just gonna go and take care of it, rather than everything is very much like unsure or unstable in this situation. I'm going to take care of this myself, and I will not need anyone's help when it comes to that. Okay, therefore you can feel very much, you can pat yourself on the back. That's why you need that. I feel like for pile number 2, you need to feel achieved. You need to feel that you have done something that is very important, not for only you, but also for those who are involved in the situation. You want to fix things in order for you to kind of gain back your power. Okay, and look, we have achievement and we have victory. Isn't that brilliant? It's, look, even those swords, the way they are, I mean, man, look at this. Look very similar from two different decks, don't they? Okay, so this is saying, hey, there is something that you need to take in your hands, but only once you kind of, first off, if you're still in this position where you're anxious and, you know, your mind is all over the place, or people are too involved in this situation, they're saying pull back, have a plan, and therefore once you feel like you're ready, okay, once you feel that you're ready, that's when you can start acting. And whatever it is, it's very much connected with being fair, with justice, with making sure that everything is, nothing is hidden and everything is very transparent. Okay, so let's pull one card from your Starseed Oracle and let's see what is it that Tarot wants to tell us. And this is just a message for you, okay? So I feel like that one wants to come up. Wow, you have to be very courageous in this situation, this is telling you. And you are, look. I mean, when you're dealing with something that, you know, when documents are involved, you kind of have to have your head in place, right? Or dealing with someone who has treated you, who has done you wrong in a way, okay? This is saying, hey, get back your power, or make sure that something related to formalities is done in a correct way, but make sure that you don't back down. You have to be courageous in this situation, not in a silly way where, you know, everyone is competing and no one wins, but in a way where you go about the situation from your heart, but also use the logic side of it, okay? So heart and intellect has to go hand in hand. One and the other, they equal. There is no, let's see, when people start acting from heart, they can be too empathetic, or they can be too loving, or they can be too emotional, right? And this is saying, hey, no, this has to be very equal. As much as you care about the situation, you also have to look at it from the logical point of view, okay? From the fair point of view. Now, let's read about this card. It says, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. So this is requiring you to step into your kind of boss, and I just heard boss, you know, boss energy, or someone who leads the pack. Let me see, where is it? The courageous. Okay, number 5, and it's all about, that's 50, sorry, page number 50, it's all about change, isn't it? So something massively is changing for you, or has to change in the future. So we have flowers don't open and close according to who walks by. They embrace all of what they are and show it to the world around them. The peony doesn't try to compete with the cherry blossom, and the cherry blossom doesn't try to compete with the tulip. They own what they are and trust the timing of their true nature. You're being called to be the same. It's time to open yourself up to being seen. Time to share your incredible, multifaceted true nature with the world around you. To uncover, and that goes very well with the Magician. I'll just leave it there. To uncover and reveal your soul's greatest gifts without wavering. To own your uniqueness without apology. There is a flower on this planet that holds the same qualities that your soul is redying itself to express. Let it inform you. You may have been told that it's safer to keep your light hidden and your voice small. Wow, that's so vibing with the Magician. To hide behind the bushes instead of growing tall. The courageous peony is here to remind you that it's safe to embody all of who you truly are. It's safe to share your voice and let yourself be seen. At first it may be uncomfortable and you may be afraid of what others think, but with each passing day it does become easier. Little by little you realize that it draws in those who are meant for you, and experiences you've been longing for arrive at your feet. This is saying, hey, step in your power, get yourself together and go for it. I mean, this requires you not to be afraid of taking action, of taking the future in your hands, and really, what is it that you're trying to get, you know? And I feel like some of you are trying to manifest something in your life. This is saying, hey, the manifestation will be on hold until you take it in your hands and you start doing something about it, okay? But remember, whatever you do, your heart and the intellect has to go hand in hand. You need to know how to play this game and be ready before you start your achievement and victory, okay? So this is beautiful. I mean, whatever you're dealing with, guys, I feel like the only thing that you needed to hear here, that you got it and you should take action, because maybe some of you were a little bit fearful of opposition, competition, of formalities, of court, maybe some of you, and this is saying, hey, be courageous, okay? So I hope this made sense, pile number 2, and I'm gonna catch you next time. Bye for now. Hello, tribe. Whoever has chosen pile number 3, this intuitive card over here, I have pre-shuffled, and let's start with, what is it that's bothering you right now, okay? We have the Magician, we have the Gossip, and we have the Devil. Watchers, who is dealing with toxic environments over here? I'm gonna actually pull Kipper and let's see what's up here. So that's pretty straightforward. This is saying, hey, there is one person in your life, maybe a couple for some of you, who is very unhealthy for you and you know it. There's someone who is possibly spreading or talking behind your back, or spreading silly gossip, or just opens their mouth whenever the other person is not in the room, or that gossip might be connected to, I feel like for some of you it might be a colleague, for some of you it might be just a family member, or for some of you it can be friend's friend, you know, not your own friend, but someone else's friend. And this is making you feel very restless, I'm seeing here. So look, pile number 3, what life is teaching you right now is how much do you allow, how much will you allow other people, here we go, right? Okay, let's talk. Look how similar these two are. The steam. Okay, then let's talk. So this is saying life is teaching you right now how to choose people wisely. And I mean, you can't sometimes avoid people in your environment, right? This is saying you have to learn how to, and I'm gonna use this card as an example, how to hold this sword over here in front of you, so that, and imagine that you're being protective energetically, so that people like that don't get in your energy field. And that's the most important. Now, how I'm coping with let's say people that I'm not, see, I've done this long time ago already, so I can speak a bit about this, how it worked for me, so maybe someone is going to pick something up from this. So the moment I had a lot of people who I just happened to be in situations or be in places that there was one person who was really like toxic, but not straightforwardly to me, right? Not directly to me, but to someone else around. But that someone else would often be someone whom I care about, right? So I wanted or not, I am already in the situation where somehow indirectly this person is affecting me, right? So what I've started doing, I've started completely, first off, how do you protect this other person who is your friend or family member? It doesn't matter, right? So you have a chat with them. But secondly, how I started acting, I started completely avoiding being in places where that person was, but not in a way that I would put my life on hold. I would go and do things that I want to do, okay? I would just make sure that, let's say if that person is there that day, I would plan everything the next day, right? Or I would make sure that this person knows that I'm busy, but busy in a way where, you know, let's say someone texts you and they go, hey, what are you doing? Or they call you, hey, would you like to go out? Whatever. I'd make sure that I say it in the most calm, assertive manner that I am busy and I do have a lot of things to do. And every time this person would, let's say, communicate with me, directly with me, I would make sure that this person understands that being with them is not my priority, but in the nicest way possible. Like, I wouldn't say it that way. It would develop over time that they would notice that they are not my priority. They'd see me going somewhere with other people because they are my priority, right? But not with them. So this is all about how can you manipulate the situation in the most graceful way that does work for you well, because you have to keep your sword up. So this is saying, hey, you have to speak to this person first off. So it's not that you have to avoid people who are super toxic in your life. It's all about how well can you maneuver the situation so that it's healthy for you, and that it kind of spreads the message for this other person. Now, for some of you, the situation is much more intense, right? This is about someone who is super toxic, manipulative. I would even dare to say narcissistic or sociopathic. Okay? Now, if you know that you are, and people kind of throw around such terms very, I think, irresponsibly. You shouldn't call anyone narcissistic, because narcissist is someone who is very difficult to be around and they can F you up for some time, right? So if you'd like to, if you have a feeling that's something that you have to look up the narcissistic maybe story times of other people, but rather look up Dr. Romani. And she has a YouTube channel that talks about sociopaths, narcissists and psychopaths, and what is the difference between those people. Why I'm saying that, Romani is spelled Ramani, and I don't remember her surname, okay? So just check it out. Now, why I'm telling you this is because the moment you understand why people act like they do, because they can F your head sometimes, okay, very badly, where you start questioning your reality, right? And I think more people should be educated about such individuals, because then you know, okay, now I know why this person is like they are, and it all comes from childhood traumas, right? Such things. So I had to throw it out there. Let me see what life is teaching you when it comes to this whole situation. We have the Lovers. We have Five of Wands. That makes sense. We have practicality. And we have growth. So isn't that very straightforward? Isn't that very straightforward? This is saying, hey, choose people you spend time with, especially choose people that you allow in your energy field. They have their hand, literally, they are very close together, even though you can see that they're coming from two different backgrounds, these people, right? But they decide to be together. Now, this is teaching you something for the future relationship. This is saying, hey, you have to know that people like that sometimes exist. Therefore, the moment you have learned your lesson with that Page of Swords, to speak up or to start acting somehow in such situations, or just maybe you need to know how to communicate with these people. If you have, if you know that they are sociopathic, narcissistic, or psychopathic, right? This is saying you need to know how to communicate with them. And it seems like because you are represented by Page of Swords here in a way, you don't know enough about this. So go out there and look up those videos that I told you about to know how to communicate with such people, especially if you're stuck in this toxic relationship, okay? People have to approach these people in a very different manner. You have to be educated how to do this, okay? Now, let's take a look at Five of Wands. This is saying, hey, this is teaching you for the future how to stand your ground and how to find the person who does treat you in a good manner. Doesn't matter, you're from two different backgrounds, but this is somehow working. The angel is looking after this connection. And that is when you'll start being more practical in life and you'll start growing. So it's all about you being pulled out of this situation where there is gossip and there's, I think I'm hearing, you know, manipulation and all of these things. Doesn't matter what level you are in, but this is saying, this is teaching you how to get away from this and how to start growing and being more practical. It's not only about practicality here, it's about how to find your passion back. How to get your passion back for life, because some of you are so, I feel like, lost right now that you don't even know what's happening. You don't know why this is happening sometimes, okay? So let's pull one of these starseed oracle cards and let's see what is it that oracle wants you to know. And I'm just gonna read it from the book. You know, guys, how much I love Rebecca Campbell's descriptions. Let me have a sip of coffee. This one was intense. I didn't know there was such dark card in this. I love it. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. Wow, cheers. Let's read about this. This is a new deck, so I don't know. I'm learning as I speak with you. Perspective 94. I love this card. This, you see, it's all about perspective. Hey ho. Let's see. It says, take a step back and look at the bigger picture of your life. Step away from the blinkered vision and reactive frame of mind of me against them. Vouchers, right? Change your perspective. Shift your point of view and zoom out, out, out. We are but a speck of dust in the universe, yet we think everything revolves around us. We see the planet as ours to own and conquer, pillaging the land and setting ourselves up for our eventual extinction. We build fences and walls and create invisible borders. Mother Earth doesn't need us to survive, but we need her. It's time to wake up. A new perspective is urgently needed. Hey, look at this. It's time to wake up, right? We become so lost in our individual experience that we don't realize that most of the things that keep us awake at night are actually distractions. We're wasting our precious time and resources fighting each other when we should be coming together to heal what's been severed. You see, past issues, I told you. And look, we are wasting our precious time and resources fighting each other when we should be coming together to heal what's been severed. Okay, this moment is a breath in the timeline of your life. This life is a fleeting moment in the tapestry of our soul's experience. Your soul's experience is a flash in the timeline of the known universe, and the known universe is a grain of sand in the unknown universe. Take a moment to see the bigger picture, to find common ground, to find deep compassion in your heart, to gain a greater perspective of humanity in this fleeting moment in the timeline of your soul's existence, in the timeline of all that is, was, and ever will be. Guys, now can I have a chat with you? Those who know, who will go and check those videos out of Dr. Ramani's that I told you about, okay? And you know that person has most of those traits. It's not your place to heal them. I'm just gonna tell you that. It never works out. I've seen it happening myself for other people. Okay? It's a constant hassle, especially if you're married or if you're in a very long commitment. It's all about getting out of it safely. Okay? I'm not trying to scare you here. I'm talking only to those who know that. Okay? The others of you, this is saying, hey, look back at your own childhood traumas, because we do have this child over here, okay? And see why are things happening the way they are, so that it's easier for you to understand why you are today like you are. Okay, it's all about perspective. It's all about looking back. It's all about asking yourself questions. Why are things like that for me? Why do I have to encounter toxic people in my life? Is that something that's coming from my past traumas? Is that something that I have to work on? Am I too empathic? Am I too given? Am I someone who always puts the other on the pedestal and does everything for them? Am I someone who also tends to get in these gossip situations, therefore I attract them myself? Okay, so it's all about analysis. Pile number 3, taken from your chosen card over here. This sums it all up, because that's what that card means to me. Okay, it's very much of a devil energy in between the lovers too, but in this case, because we have a devil and a magician together, they're saying, hey, you know, this just sums it all up. So I hope those who are in these very difficult toxic situations, I've helped you out. Please check out the Dr. Romani's videos and start learning about people like that, okay? Because it's all coming from the past, childhood traumas and so on and on. Kind of educate yourself with about people like that, and from there, take one step at a time, change your perspective, and see where you're gonna get. Because I feel like the future, I mean, you have a lot to be looking forward to. Practicality and growth. I mean, we're starting fresh, we're starting new with this new brilliant passion, and it just seems like life will transition for you big way. All right, so I hope this helped out, pile number 3, and I'm gonna catch you next time. Bye for now. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen 4th intuitive card over here, let's take a look at what's up with you. And you know, I don't have any topic, because I would like to see what's on your mind firstly, and we'll navigate reading through the issue. Make sense? So let's see, I have pre-shuffled the decks already. What's on your mind? Okay, wow. So that's very straightforward, isn't it? On your mind is the person who is super attractive, super fiery. Well, that's very possible that they are a fire sign. We have King of Wands and we have Leo here. This is saying, hey, it's possible that someone who has fire in their chart is possibly on your mind right now. And this is the pile that that is all about love vibes. I mean, come on, whoever this person is, I feel like you might be wanting, it's something about you wanting to protect them. It's something about you wanting to take care of them. It's something about you saying, hey, you know what, I'm observing you from maybe distance, but all I want to do is to really help you out. Or it can be the opposite way, where you are waiting for this person to somehow come and take care of yourself. Okay, and we have the Ace of Cups. On your mind is a new lovely bubbly beginning with some kind of partner who's on your mind, right? So let's take a look at, we're gonna navigate this reading about this person now, and let's see. Whoever this is, they are very intelligent. They have read a lot. They probably know a lot about different things. They have probably traveled, and they are someone who would want to travel. Now, for some of you, this might be an intuitive person, okay, over here. For some of you, there are ships somehow connected to this person, so possibly water means something to them. Maybe their grandparent or your grandparent was a sailor, were in Marines. It's something about that here. Okay, let's take a look about. All right, let me see. Let me put this, adjust it a bit. Okay, so it seems like this person, guys, this person is looking forward to this new beginning with you as well. What's up? So there are two energies here. For one part of you guys, you or them might have, no, actually for most of you, you or them might have air or fire signs strong in your chart. Okay, I mean, take a look at this. This reading screams fire, apart from the King of Swords, right? So how you want to start this new beginning is more on an emotional level. How this person wants to start things is more on the passionate level. All right, so it seems like whoever that king over here is, doesn't matter which one we're talking about, right? They're looking forward, or they observing rather, you, and they would like to propose something to you. So pile number 4, it's all about new beautiful beginnings. Let's take a look at how that will be. We have victory, we have balance, and we have reward. I mean, this is beautiful. This is saying whatever the outcome of this situation, it's going to be, look, this is the third new beginning. I mean, guys, we have Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, and Ace of Swords. It seems like you will start communicating, or communication will start things off. Then it seems like this might be a situation where you were meant to come across this person. Okay, so it's very karmic, but in the way that it's, you know, karma doesn't have to be bad. Good karma, bad karma, it can go both ways. This saying, hey, you know, it's all about balance. So it's all about getting what you deserve here. And then we have reward. Let's take a look at the tarot here. 7 of Pents, the Moon. Yeah, and you see how I told you, it's all about, depends which side you're on. So this can be very good karmic connection, or this can be teaching karmic connection, right? And we've got the Hermit over here. Let me pull one of the cards from the Kipper deck, and let's see what that has to say, because it seems like we are shifting into a bit of a different scenario here. So it's probably for this other half of you. Let me see what's happening. We've got abundance. What else? Okay, thanks. And we have stress and fear. So I told you there is 2 scenarios here. Now, for some of you, this is going to be a very good connection that is very victorious and very abundant, and would even bring you, I think, stability, right? With the 4 of Wands over here, stability in your life. It's possible that you would even want to move in together, right? Now, yeah, this seems like if you act accordingly, you might even move in together, right? And for a lot of you, this is a connection that is not brand new to you. You probably are in relationship with this person, or you were in relationship with this person. Okay, for others of you, you possibly are daydreaming about someone, but the person who's coming in, I feel like that's going to be a new energy for you. Okay, so we have someone who might go, so that situation might go both ways. For some of you, it's going to be a beautiful and abundant connection, right? That's going to teach you also how to be more independent, and it might even inspire you to do more in life. Now, for other people, this is going to be a connection that is a little bit like, I don't know what to do. This is very stressful, because it seems like the connection might not be moving as fast as you would want it to move. It might be a little bit like, I don't know which way to go. I don't know which person to choose. I don't know if that's the right person for me, right? Therefore, you might be in this kind of stressful situation here. The winners in this scenario are those who are soul searchers of some sorts. So these are the people who have taken time off to be alone, or to soul search, or to maybe tune into spirituality for some of you, in order to find what it is that they are seeking for, to kind of question themselves, why were things like they were for me in the past, those karmic situations, and what do I have to learn from them. Therefore, I'm going to take this on board in order to have this rewarding relationship and abundant life that I'm about to create for myself. Now, for some others, it might be a little bit karmic, but all karmics are good too in my eyes, because you learn what you have to learn. Okay, so there are two routes, as I say, in life. One route is to develop oneself, or to grow, or to kind of upgrade your personality, right? Through other people who are being put in our life, those who are karmics that we usually end relationships with, but we take a lot of that out of those connections, right? So that's a quicker way to go about things. Depends how stuck you might be in those relationships. It depends on your nature, or what it is that, how quickly you get out of situations, right? Or learn from them. Now, the other side of a story is how to learn and how to upgrade yourself in life is to do a lot of soul searching, but that might take a little bit longer, because people usually learn through external sources in a much quicker way, rather than retreating from everyone else and really digging deep over there. I really prefer this way, to be honest, but that way is nice too. I mean, I'm not afraid of karmic connections myself, because it just opens your eyes to new opportunities in a way. So whatever the situation, now it feels like I'm speaking to 3 different people and 3 different life stories, so please take what resonates. All other readings were very straightforward. This one is a bit like, hey, I'm talking to someone who was married, I'm talking to someone who has a crush, I'm talking to someone who is on and off in relationship kind of thing, okay? So just take what resonates for you. I'm gonna put these back at the bottom over here, and I feel like I want to dig a little bit deeper into this. Oh no, let's put it on the bottom. These are so slippery, guys, I can't handle them. Okay, I would like to pull a couple of cards from the Animal Tarot. I haven't used this deck for other piles, but I feel like you need that. And without me trying to interpret cards, I'm gonna just read them out for you, and I will leave those messages with you, because I don't want to confuse you guys. I told you I'm speaking to a lot of people here, and all situations are very, very different, but the main thing over here is relationships, right? Let's see what we have here. It says, get ready for progress to speed up. This situation requires you to choose logic and intellect over emotion and make your decisions quickly. So some of you might be getting out of the situation here. Then we've got now is the time when your dreams come true. Don't worry about how this will happen. Just give gratitude to God for all that you have and all that's still yet to come. And then, don't underestimate your ability to manifest your dreams. You may have several priorities vying for your attention at once, but you can do it. And this is very much, you see how different these, even all colors came out different. You know, these are telling me that, hey, we have 3 different people or 3 different groups of people watching this video, and it's very unique to each of you. But I would like to draw the last card. That is one of my favorite decks, from the Starseed Oracle by Rebecca, and this deck is the only deck that I usually read from the book, especially in the private readings. It kind of puts the whole reading together, and the description are just beautiful. So whoever had privates done with me, you know, I always warn you that that's the only deck that I read from the book, because I don't really like reading from the book. I think we should be using our intuition, but it helps sometimes, especially in general readings, right? But the way Rebecca describes things here, I mean, like, she's a master. Okay, let's see what we have here. You are not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community, and we had that for the other pile. Let me see. Page number 130, so it comes up to 4. 4 might mean something to you, right? It says, the older the soul, the deeper the cave. Many starseeds and old souls enjoy their own company. So that's the hermit I was talking about before, right? Spending time alone can be comforting and necessary for their vitality, as it allows them to communicate with their soul and fill up their energetic resources, especially if they have an underactive or open root chakra or find it hard being human. Many starseeds find it more nourishing to retreat than to spend their time in the meaningless conversations and relationships. However, we must remember that we are not here to go about this life alone. I mean, you see how this puts the whole reading like in place? Like it just literally goes full stop, you know? Humans are pack animals and we all need to love. We need the love, company and support of others, both emotionally and physically. In our increasingly online world, we can be connected to more people and yet feel more alone and isolated than ever. There is still so much we don't know about the energetic side effects of things like social media. With so many people knowing our news, what is it doing to our auric field? Commonly, we find ourselves in constant conversation yet lacking the genuine connection of physical community and touch. The main message of this guide is to step out of your cave and physically reach out to those in your life, to replenish when you need to, but not isolate yourself. This could be seeing friends and family who live nearby or having a regular catch-up walk with someone. In what ways can you open yourself up to the people who are physically in your life? Those you truly know. So it seems like someone out here really needs, I feel like someone has their walls up, or someone, I keep hearing I'm a bit like a machine when it comes to their emotions. It seems like someone has to learn how to open themselves up and to reconnect with people on a soul level, but also emotionally. So for me, this is talking about, hey, how can I be very present, hence the root chakra, right? But also live from my heart, meaning how can I be this Ace of Cups while talking to them? How can I open myself up? I feel like some of you have built your walls up and you need to reconnect with your heart chakra. You know, this is saying, hey, how do I make those people who do mean something to me or who have somehow inspired me in my life a priority, rather than maybe scrolling through the social media or watching meaningless videos online. It's something about you guys needing to reconnect to the source, reconnect to people who really matter in life. Look at this. I mean, look at the colors of these two, right? This is all about saying, hey, your soul is the most important, therefore do things that your soul requires to do. Do things that you are being led to do, and especially when it comes to you feeling that intuitively. Sometimes we don't understand why we want to do one thing or the other because it goes against our intellect. Intellect goes like, why the heck would you do that? And intuition goes, your soul goes like, just trust me. So I feel like some of you have to trust the path that you walk in. So I hope this made sense, pile number 4, and I'm gonna catch you next time. Bye for now.